Star Logan Paul after he posted a video apparently showing someone who took their own life. This morning, calls are growing for his channel to be shut down, and ABC's Adrian Bankert is here with more on all this. Good morning, Adrian.
Good morning to you too, Robin. Yes, wildly popular on YouTube with millions of kids watching all of his videos, endorsement deals from companies like Pepsi and HBO. But this morning, Logan Paul is facing more backlash for his latest video.
I've made a severe and continuous lapse in my judgment, and I don't expect to be forgiven. I'm simply here to apologize.
In a stark change of tone from his usually comedic videos, YouTube star Logan Paul says he's ashamed of his actions.
For my fans who are defending my actions, please don't. They do not deserve to be defended.
The social media influencer with more than 15 million YouTube subscribers faces intense criticism after posting a video he shot in what's known as Japan's suicide forest, where he shows the body of a person who recently killed themselves. Many reacting to the fact that Paul makes jokes throughout the video. Parents whose kids watch his hugely popular channel are outraged. One tweet reads, "The worst part is Logan Paul's cult fan base is little children who just watch their idol laugh and joke as someone ended their life."
He's a complete and utter insensitive idiot.
The fierce backlash prompted him to take down the video. This morning, many question why YouTube, which told ABC News Tuesday it prohibits violent or gory content posted in a shocking, sensational, or disrespectful manner, didn't remove the video immediately.
I think that YouTube was probably blindsided, and it seems to have slipped through their moderation safeguards.
YouTube says 1 billion videos are uploaded to the site every day, just announcing in December the company would have 10,000 employees monitor content after deleting over 150,000 videos deemed disturbing or featuring predatory comments just the month before. It follows efforts to monitor what people can broadcast on Facebook, which launched a review last April after it took over 2 hours to take down a video of a murder. As for Paul, many want his channel shut down.
You have to violate their community standards 3 times in order to be kicked off YouTube, but there's really no such thing as permanently banning someone from a platform. They might lose their subscribers, but there's nothing stopping someone from just opening another account.
And YouTube has told us our hearts go out to the family of that victim. In fact, they were mentioning exactly what so many wondered was, who is this man? Who is the body that was shown in the video? But you have to have certain stipulations to violate those terms of service enough for them to shut down your account, of course. Repeated violation of the community rules or the terms of service, and also anything that would incite hatred or violence, harassment, identity theft with something that was a large violation.
Okay.
And many wondering if, again, any of the things that Logan did would cause them to shut his site down.
Have we heard from other YouTube stars?
Yes, one major star saying that he should put his money where his mouth is. In fact, they were saying that if he really did want to help, because we talked about him laughing in the video kind of awkwardly, a little uncomfortable, that if he really wants to help those who are the victims of feelings that could lead to suicide, that he should make a contribution to a charitable cause that fights suicide and pursues suicide prevention.
Well, that would be a step in the right direction. Thank you, Adrian. We're going to bring in our chief business correspondent, Rebecca Jarvis. How important is he to YouTube?
Hugely important. And he's one of many of these YouTube stars that's hugely important. 15 million subscribers. He's been making a 15-minute video a day, getting 300 million views a month, and he's making somewhere between $12 and $15 million off of these YouTube posts from both the advertising revenue and all of the people who are looking at this, young people primarily, looking. Surprised because I think that we're in a whole new world right now. I think that YouTube is right now trying to figure out what its position is. They have their community standards, but they're somewhat murky. And as we heard from Adrian, what's interesting is now the YouTube stars themselves are the ones who are speaking out in this whole new world that we've entered into, where pretty much anyone, frankly anyone, can go out and post a video online today, and it takes a while for the community to have a reaction to that video and then have some sort of response to that.
But for YouTube not even be the ones to take it down, it was Logan Paul, his choice to do that. How do you monitor It's so difficult.
It's very difficult. I mean, they have a safety mode. Parents can use a safety mode on YouTube, and we can walk people through exactly the steps to do that. But I think also this requires conversations with families, and it's not easy. You can monitor this on your home computer. For example, in that safety mode, if you go on, the parent can activate safety mode by clicking that blue sign. So where you log in to your Google account or your YouTube account, you click on that sign in the upper right-hand corner. You scroll down the page. The bottom of the page, there is a safety button there. You can click on lock safety mode on the browser. That way no one can sign in without a password on that particular computer. The issue here is this is so much more broad than one account or one computer. Obviously, YouTube has its own terms and restrictions. They say if you're in the United States, you have to be 13 years old or older to use YouTube. But again, this is a much bigger conversation than what parents can do with the
We
site.
had the conversation at home last night, and the kids know that it's outrageous. They know that just about everything he does is outrageous. That's part of the fun, but they were horrified, I think, like so many others were, by this, by actually, watching Logan Paul go into that forest.
This is graphic. Yeah. I think one of the things that people have not addressed yet is the fact that YouTube doesn't have to monitor 1 billion users like this. They know who their biggest stars are. So the important thing to note would be to hold their biggest stars accountable and to be monitoring those stars to let us know that they care enough about the content that these influencers put out there.
Because they have so many subscribers. And the one thing that he did say in his apology, he said that he understood that the young people are defending him. Like the young people who follow him were actually defending him, where older people were outraged. And he said, you cannot defend this. So even he is saying that. Even he realizes that that's not possible. He's owning up to it. But it's great that you had the conversation with your girls, because in talking to some colleagues here, they went to their children and asked them, and they were just like kind of like nonchalantly like, yeah, I saw it. But they didn't know it until they asked their kids if they actually had seen that video. And I can't imagine having seen that.
Yeah. There's a desensitization when you see all of this content that
the
people
problem.
Forget.
Yeah.
What's real and what's important.
Well, the kids think all of it's a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. Thank you all. Thank you very much.
What's so natural in Splenda Naturals stevia sweetener?